Alright, so you wanted to know about reload. Okay, so I'll make a quick video for you. Pretty much reloading is, you have lots of old bullet shells that we collected from the range that we just shoot, and then we just pick them up off the ground because people don't care for them. Shooting ranges will generally take them and then they'll recycle it, or they'll sell it off to people who do this, and they have like big machines that reload the old brass. And basically the brass is, the bullet casings are really dirty, so they take them, we have to clean them, and there's different ways to clean them, but I just toss them, stuck them in a pillowcase, and then stuck them in the washing machine, and then you let the washing machine wash it. Turned out to be pretty good. Then they have old primers, which, the primer is the thing that sets off the powder inside the casing. So it's basically when you shoot a gun, it has like a needle, it's called a firing pin that hits the primer, and then the primer explodes, gives a pretty loud bang, and then that sparks the powder, and the gunpowder burns, and then it sends the bullet out. So that's how the whole cartridge works. And basically, you have casings, and I can buy new primers. The little tiny, I don't know, you can't really see it, but anyways, if you look at the camera, see a little round thing in it? Yeah, it's that round thing. Basically, once the primer is used, it has to be punched out, and that's where this thing comes in handy. This thing is called a press, and there's several things, tools, attachments that you screw in here. One of the attachments is, I take every single case, put it in here, crank it, the old primer falls out, and I put a new primer in, crank it again, and a new primer goes in. I have to do that about 1,000 times because there's a good lot of cases in here. So it's actually kind of a complicated process. It's taking me like 2 days to figure it out, and then basically work with the clay, clean the cases, deprime them, reprime them, and then put powder in them. So right here, this is a powder measure, and I have to use an old-fashioned scale, like from like chem class, to measure out the powder to get this thing calibrated. And once it's calibrated, I can like go this little lever, and it puts the powder into it. I don't know if you can see it from here, but it's like there's like some gunpowder inside. It's little flakes of stuff. And then from here, maybe you want to see close up of it. So pretty much, if you got the powder right, it looks like that. And then here's the press. And then you take the bullet with the powder and primer, and you seat it in the press. And you grab the actual bullet. Now these are cast lead bullets coated in copper. This is what a bullet looks like. Well, one of the kinds of bullets. There's different kinds, but this is one type of bullet. This is called a semi-wad cutter. The shape of the bullet, and you kind of place it in the case mouth, right here like that, and then pretty much just run it up inside the press. And out it comes. And there's the bullet, and it's put together and has a new primer in it. See that? That's a new primer. And then I've already got about 400 rounds made. And then this is factory stuff that came made. So here's my little spiel on reloading. And I've been doing this for like 2 days now. It's taken a good amount of time to get those 400 rounds cranked out. But now that I know what I'm doing, it's a lot faster. So yeah. Anyways, see, there's a lot of 45 brass. Here's even more brass. This is 48 for a revolver. Here's brass. There's my computer. There's brass for a carbine, like a M16 shoots this kind of brass. Like this. Really skinny and long. This is 9mm brass. This whole bucket of it. Basil shoots this stuff in his Glock. Yeah. Anyways, and there's all the reloading equipment out on my table. So there's reloading.